This is the login page. You just enter your username, which is your email address, and the password that you've been given. Okay, now once you log in, you will see this page here, which you'll notice at the top corner there's a couple of buttons. One is support, so if you click on that, it will give you a little bit more information on what Off2Class is about access to your user profile and access to your user profile. You can also contact me through this support button, and it has video tutorials which you can access through the support button as well. Okay, now once you are back to your main page here where it says start your placement test, you just have to click on your placement test, and it runs you through a little bit about what to expect. You will be assigned lessons or testing for your grammar, your listening, your reading, your writing, and your speaking skills, and roughly it takes about 105 minutes, so a little over an hour to complete. Again, it lets you know that there are 100 questions in the grammar section or portion of the test, and it takes about 45 minutes. In the listening section, you have 12 questions, and this one you are timed on. You have about 20 minutes. You do have 20 minutes to complete this. In the reading section, you have 9 questions with a 20-minute time limit, and the writing section, you just have 1 question with a time limit of 15 minutes. In the speaking portion, there is 1 question and there's a 5-minute time limit. So you would roughly speak for about anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes. Hit continue, and you'll be brought to the instructions page. Some suggestions: use a pen and paper to make notes as you're doing your test. The grammar section must be completed first. You can't skip that, but you can pause the grammar section at any time. So after 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 questions, you need a break, you can always stop and return to the grammar section at a later time. For the other assignments, once you begin, that is like the listening, the reading and writing and speaking, you cannot pause after you start. However, as you complete each section, you have the opportunity to finish and return later. So in other words, you can click on the finish button, and if you're not satisfied with your answer or answers, you can always come back to that section of the placement test and make some changes. It's suggested that for the listening section you use headphones, and for the speaking section please use a computer with a microphone, and then try and complete the test without any assistance. Continue from there. So here's an example of the grammar section. You notice that it has, with the blank "are my friend," you have multiple choice. So just go through and answer each question. Once you're done, you can just click onto the next question, the next question, the next question, and then once you're finished, you can just finish test now. So it's letting you know that you are moving to the next section and you cannot return to this. The test, that portion of the test is complete. So just click on yes or no if you want to go back. This is the listening section. It has the instructions here. If we go ahead and click on this, so there's a example of the listening section. So you'd listen, then you would start your test and go through and answer the 12 questions. Again, you can listen here as well. So as you're listening, you can go through and answer the multiple choice questions. Again, you'll notice up here that the time limit starts off at 20 minutes and counts down. Once you're finished, you can do finish test for now. Click yes, which brings us to the reading section. Again, it tells you a bit of, it gives you your instructions. You have 20 minutes. You can start the test here. Now, you'll notice this orange button that says view text. What this will do is it will bring up the text that you are required to read. And here are the questions for your reading comprehension based on the text. We can finish the test now. Yes. After that comes the writing section. Again, you will have 15 minutes to answer one question. In this case, when we start the test, this is your question. Here's an image based on the question, and go ahead and you would write your answer to the question, or the task, I should say. Again, we have our countdown timer. This time it starts at 15 minutes and counts down until time's up. We can go ahead and finish the test now. Click yes. Finally, this brings us to the speaking section. The test takes about 5 seconds, or it should be longer than that. You can test your microphone. You have to enable Flash Player if you haven't, if your computer does not have it enabled. Once you're finished, let's do that now. Then you can test your microphone. When you're finished, we can start the test. So the question in this case is, what do you do? Do you work, or are you a student? Where do you work or study? So once you are ready to answer that question, just go ahead and press this red button, which will start recording your voice. Again, you have 5 minutes. When you're finished, just click Finish Test and click Yes. Okay, you will see that your placement test is complete, and it's suggesting that you contact your teacher to get the results. That's not really necessary. I will receive the results of your placement test, and I will send you the results along with a few suggestions and maybe some corrections in your writing or your speaking. Okay, and I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you do sign up for the placement test, and I will be working with you soon. Take care.